presidential candidate Mohammed Dida serving a 7-year sentence in American prison. Dida has been serving his sentence at the Big Muddy Correctional Center in Illinois since November 18, 2022, after being convicted of stalking and intimidating an unidentified victim. Former Kenyan presidential candidate Mohammed Abduba Dida is serving a 7-year sentence in Illinois, United States for stalking and transmitting threats. Dida has been serving his sentence at the Big Muddy Correctional Center in Illinois since November 18, 2022, after being convicted of stalking and intimidating an unidentified victim. The 49-year-old former teacher was found guilty of 2 charges, the first for stalking and transmitting threats, which resulted in a 2-year sentence. The second count was for aggravated stalking and violation of a restraining order, which saw the court slap him with a 5-year sentence. During the hearing in 2021, Dida was being held in custody in McLean County in Illinois where the offense was committed. In a recent development, Dida went to court alleging that his constitutional rights were being violated, arguing that he has been prevented from accessing educational and other programs during his incarceration. Court documents dated July 8, 2024, Dida says that he has been starved access to educational programs, beginning on May 31, 2022, while he was confined at East Moline Correctional Center. He took the mandatory test of adult basic education.
Warning already been given to you, in this case a restraining order. And you have a restraining order where they say you should not come within 100 feet, 500 feet kind of thing,
right.
And then you still go ahead and do that. They take such things very seriously.
Consequently, he was not permitted to take a General Educational Development (GED) exam. He was placed on a waiting list to retake the tape after 45 days, read the document in part. He was also told he was on a waiting list for the Adult Basic Education (ABE) Class 4 Basic Arithmetic and Reading Skills. Despite the passage of the 45-day waiting period, plaintiff was not able to retake the tape test while at East Moline. In February 2023, Dida narrates he was told he could not retake the exam, but was still on a waiting list, and after filing his grievances, he was told he could not take the exam or attend school until 2027, because the waiting list was tied to the date of the inmate's expected release from prison. He further claims that he has been denied a job.
Now, so they're yet to confirm the identity of his victim by the time this was going to press, but the information from the correctional center indicates that the former presidential candidate was found guilty on 2 separate charges. The offences were committed in McLean County in Illinois. In the first charge, Dida was found guilty of 1 count of stalking and transmitting threats to his victim. For this, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Stalking and transmitting threats?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In the second charge, Dida was found guilty of 1 count of aggravated stalking and violation of a restraining order which barred him from approaching or talking to his victim. Now, the thing about the U.S. corrections is, number 1, anything that has aggravated.
What is aggravated?
Aggravated is now you worsen it. You make it, it becomes...
So what you are stalking and then there's aggravated. What makes it aggravated?
I could be wielding a weapon. I could be insulting. I could be... there could be a direct threat to your person. Okay? In a physical manner.
You've made the situation worse.
Right. And then the second thing is that there has been violation of a warning already been given to you. In this case, a restraining order. And you have a restraining order where they say you should not come within 100 feet, 500 feet kind of thing.
Right.
And then you still go ahead and do that. They take such things very seriously.
In fact, Kenyans were very happy when the new constitution was in place. But the first step was to give 3,000 plus state officers 14 billion. And the president is not there. The ministers are not there. The cabinet is not there. Nurses are in the street. We have a problem. We are hungry. You don't look at them. You start preparing the stage for people who are not characters who are not there. What I will do, that is cost effective. Yes. My government will come up with what we call preventive medicine. A simple policy that every Kenyan should test, and this is in philosophy and religious studies. If you want to be healthy, eat when you're hungry. This timetable, I don't know who brought it, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then the dinner you come up with phase 1 where you take soup and mushroom, then phase 2, phase 3.
What will you do?
If you want to be saved from corrupt leaders, if you want to be saved from corrupt leaders, you adopt preventive medicine. Principle number 1, eat when you feel the pangs of hunger. Number 2, when you feel the pangs of hunger, don't fill your belly with food. You eat every githeri and then there is no space for water. You need to give a third water, a third food, and then a third breathing space.
You're saying practical living. You're saying
what my government will encourage is preventive medicine. You will not even be forced to go and stand before corrupt. You know, this is a century. Imagine, after so many years of leadership, we are treating jiggers and we are learning to wash hands. And then we still say we want to do this and this. Where were you? And who is the government?
Thank you. It is a shame that we are
to leave the facility on April 3, 2029.